get started. Okay. Where is... Alright, there we go. Let's just start from the beginning. Hold on. This thing on? Okay. So... That's not right. What happened to the audio for, Give me a second. Okay, testing, testing, testing. Alright, we're in business. Sorry about that. Sorry that I came off as as not tech savvy, like an old person. But then again, I did turn 25 on December 3rd, 2024. So that obviously kind of like, growing older ages a person up a bit. All right. So what's going on in my life? I don't know. I think I'm noticing a distinct lack of energy when it comes to like me going my day to day. When it comes to like me going through my day to day. Also, I've been cracking my feet more often. But then again, that's I don't know. Maybe that's common for people who are like on their feet all the time. Hopefully the music's nice. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted. Right now I'm studying. And who knows, maybe like after this I'll actually finish my comic. Not the one that I've been writing for years, but for a long time, but for the fan comic that I've been working on. I feel like I've been told that if I basically like make more fan art, then I can basically kind of like get an audience, and then with that fan art, I can build an audience, and then I can get them to basically buy my own stuff. I feel like that's a solid strategy. I'm not sure. And with AI, that's gonna be a bit harder because, well, it's like, hey, who needs a realistically rendered Wolverine, where I can just go to image generation machine, any image generation machine to do that for me. I don't know, maybe like that's where comics is. That's what I have to do. Just make comics. And I am doing that. Maybe, instead of going for realism, go for stylization. Because at this point, realization is just like, it's a non-thing at this point. Okay. What is something new? Oh, wait. What is something topical I can talk about? Oh, wait, okay. So, basically, I don't know. Maybe I should do a meter. That could be fun. Like, every week, I could just do a stream and I could have a specific meter. Because right now, when it comes to student debt, I am at 8K. Granted, it's 8,900, but fuck, it's 8K. I'm almost there. I can see freedom right there. Man. Freedom. It's right there. Then, well, from then on, I don't know. After I pay off my student loan debt, I can, finally take a vacation before trying to figure out a plan to actually kind of like ditch my day job and do this full time. Because right now, I'm not sick of my job yet, but I don't know. It's been 2 years and I don't know. It's just meh, And I'm kind of getting a weird feeling that this meh might get worse and worse, and it's the point where the regularness of life, it's like that old Sopranos quote by, I forgot his name. There's T, maybe it's Paulie, right? It has to be Paulie. Paulie Sopranos. Nope, not Paulie. Not Paulie. Oh no. Tony The Sopranos. Michael Imperial. Man, he is aged. 58? Alright, so. Oh, right. Christopher Moltisanti. Chrissy. Chrissy. It's like that old line from Chrissy, where it's like the regularness of life is just becoming too much for me, and I it's, and maybe that can maybe that'll get to me. When I wanted to become a comic artist, I never really had like a plan B. I mean, of course, their day jobs, but it's like plan B for careers that you would get if this didn't work out. I think, I don't know, what's a cool plan B? I don't know, maybe porn star? Then why not? I mean, that's a terrible plan B. I don't know, maybe like priest? Nah, I don't know. That'd be that would be a weird way to go. I don't know. I mean, I am Catholic. I do believe in God, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like like when my parents look at that, I haven't been to church. First off, I haven't been to church in a while. But when my parents look at that, it's like, I feel like it's just me giving up. Like, I haven't been able to get a girlfriend for like a long time. Still a virgin at 25, so it's like, it's just, I took the easy way out. It's kind of like, social suicide. And it's like it's hard being a priest when, you know, when you, well, like, when you know, you wanted to, be intimate with women for years. I wouldn't say that, but like, when you still, it's like, it's hard to be a priest when you still have like the longing for intimacy, you know, like, it's that feeling where it's like you're okay with being single, but hey, it's like it would be nice to get a girlfriend. It's kind of like that. What's another plan B for a career? Okay, so no, plan. Actually, no. What's plan C for a career? Because plan B is porn star. I don't know. Is that really a good plan B? What's a good plan B for a career? Like, that's like a plan D. Porn star is plan D. Yeah, which is kind of funny. Porn star would be a good plan D if B and C don't work out. Plan B. What's a good plan B? What is something that I actually would love to do if I couldn't do comics or illustration? I'd most likely be UFC. I don't know. A cop? Maybe. I'd probably be a police officer, but I wouldn't work for the NYPD. I would work for the NYPD, but I'd most likely be like an office worker. Like, like Will Ferrell from The Nice Guys. But then again, he is an accountant. Do I really want to be an accountant? That seems lame. I mean, if I could be any Will Ferrell, I'd be the Nice Guys. Not the Nice Guys. The other guys, Will Ferrell. Oh man, that dude. For some reason, he always had a way of killing it with the ladies. It's like he always, like, I don't know. It's like it's Seinfeld, like the Kavorkia, the call of the animal. It's like, how the fuck did he do that? And not to mention, he was so nonchalant about it. It's like, god damn. It's like, it's nothing to you? That'd be everything to me. If I pulled Eva Mendes and it turns out he was a pimp, and it's like, of course, that makes a lot of sense. You got that bad boy. You've got that bad boys with streak in you. Chicks love bad boys. They can't get enough of them. Maybe I should have been a pimp. But you know what? Okay, porn star. Okay, so what will be my porn star name? What's a good porn star name? One porn star name would be, for me, would be Childish Mandingo. Because, I'm childish deep down. And, well, it's like, there's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm not exactly kind of like, endowed like a Mandingo, but hey, it's still, why not? It goes with the theme, right? What's a good porn star name? I think I'd be a superhero as a porn star. My name as a porn star would be Consent Man. Because every time, whether it's like big, like or that it's, I'm shooting for any of these like porn companies, like, I don't know, Brazzers or X Videos or Bellesa or like Lustery, I'd always be considerate and get the girl's consent before we bang on camera. That would be my name, Consent Man. And if it's a no, I'd back off immediately. Just imagine, just like, like it's like one shoot, and basically, I go up to a girl. It's like, hey, do I have your consent to carry on this sexual act? He's like, no. It's like, okay, have a nice day, ma'am. Then I walk out into the sunset, and the porn just ends in 5 seconds. It's like, hey, do you wanna? Nah. Have a nice day then. Close the door. Leave. Close the door behind me. Keep on walking. And I'd wear a mask. That'd be my thing. I'd wear a mask the whole time. No one would know who I was under there. I'd have a secret identity. I'd get my money through a different bank account. And that'd be my porn star, our career. And I'd be like a very I don't know. I think a lot of I hope if I ever become a porn star, I hope I'm like a male porn star that's very popular with women. And I hope it's possible because basically there are a lot of porn stars who aren't classically masculine or handsome that women really just go gaga for. I think there's Owen Gray. There's this guy named Flesh Mechanic. I don't know. I feel like I'm showing my gooner side. This is too gross. This is too much. I should be just trying. I like this music. This music is from a Warhammer themed YouTube channel. This is great. It's been instrumental in helping me sleep. I've been trying to become a paraprofessional recently. It's been frustrating. I don't know, not frustrating, but I've been doing a lot of workshops. The trick is, I wake up really early, not around 6 or 9, because I have a part-time job in the afternoon, and I basically I do the workshops before I go to work, so that way, when I get home, I won't have to worry about it. Or I'm not doing one, I could just relax and just fucking draw, and that's awesome. It's a great strategy. I really don't want to go to work and go through a day of having to deal with kids with attitudes or kids with behavioral problems, and then just to come home and have to basically deal with another just more work. I just want to just go home, crack my feet, and just fucking decompress. And then just after a while of after I think maybe a half hour to an hour of just laying there, just go back to drawing. Also, I've been working on a fan comic, Dragon Ball Z fan comic. Not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball better than Dragon Ball Z, because essentially the humans aren't outshined by the Saiyans. That's a tangent, but I've been working on a Dragon Ball Z fan comic, and I'm on the last page. But so far, I've been coloring all the pages that I've already inked, and I'm not sure if I want to. I think maybe I can one thing I would love to do once I get my student loans paid off, and I don't know, maybe if I have a job that's very flexible for my schedule, like a sub-para. I would basically work a couple days, and then I'll basically take some days off and basically contact some of my artist friends. Not artist friends, but artists, and basically just have them we could talk about comics on stream, and that could be great. That could be our entire thing. That could be good. Hopefully I can keep it up and actually create an audience. Because that'd be great. That'd be good for me. That'd be a good start. And I'm very tired of not living my dreams. Very tired of watching other people become successful at comics, at whatever they want to do. Meanwhile, I'm still, still just dragging along, living life. I don't know, because I feel like that's something you can't just leave up to, leave up to people. So this is something you just can't leave up to chance. You gotta act on it, because basically it's I'm 25 already. I've been an adult for 7 years, and so far, I have nothing to show for it. I've got I haven't exactly I haven't made any graphic novels. I haven't made any comic books. I've got no girlfriend. I've yet to get my wee wee touched by a woman. I've yet to have any experience, any positive experience that doesn't involve an incognito tab and an internet connection. And it's I know that shouldn't be important, but deep down inside, it's it's you kind of you have you can't help it. As a young person, or as a human being, you want human connection. You want basically to have a purpose. And so far, I feel like I'm not living purposefully. I'm just day in, day out, just go to work, do what you gotta do, go to sleep. You're just doing the bare minimum. The bare minimum is all you can do. And that's not. It's and the bare minimum is all you can do if you don't enjoy what you're doing in life. And when it comes to, and don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for the job that I've had. This job has been really great in paying off my student loan debt. This job has been really great. This job can keep kind of giving me a head start in my savings. I have $11K in the savings account right now. It's great. I'm closer to getting rid of my student loans than I was when I was 22. Because at 22 I was unemployed, and that was that was my big stress. That was my big stressor. It's what the fuck am I gonna do? I have no job. It's hard to get a job. I can't pay off my student loans. I'm fucked. And I was hoping that Biden would get rid of them, and then Republicans, got in the way of that and just fucked me over. They cock blocked me, bro. And now, if things keep on going well at my job, or part-time job, I'll get rid of it. And then who knows? Maybe the fire was I don't know, because what happened was that maybe it's that, maybe it's lack of, maybe it's I'm too comfortable. I'm definitely too comfortable, aren't I? Because when I got fired from my first after school job, not after school job, my first non-profit job, where I was a youth counselor, or a group leader. I was group lead. I had a fire lit under me, I had a fire lit under my ass, I just started applying to jobs like crazy. It's like, doesn't matter, whatever, doesn't matter, fucking whatever, I'll take anything. I'll take a job, I'll take anything. And I like, 'cause right now, student debt payments are gonna fucking go a lot. I have to pay off, like, I have student debts to pay, and they're gonna go live, like, this September, and if I have nothing, I'm fucked. Like, I'll go delinquent on my payments, you know. Does this girl have, like, a... No, she doesn't have what Adam's have. It's what I'm seeing in the picture. The interest rates will rise, and I'll get, like, what, another 1,000 on my student loan payments if I fuck up. I mean, it's obviously over catastrophizing, obviously, but yeah, no. I feel like I need a fire lit under me. It's like, I don't care. I'm tired of this. I feel like there has to be a point where, like, things get really bad, where it's like I'm just miserable, and I don't know. Maybe that's where it needs to go. Where it's like, I'm fucking miserable. I haven't been happy in a while. I can't do this anymore. I want to be an illustrator. I want to be a comic artist, and I'm not getting. And I have to come in and out of this job every day and deal with the same thing. Like, nothing's new. Like, I'm basically living a life of silent desperation. And at this point, if no one's gonna save my ass, I'm gonna have to save my ass. Maybe that's what that is. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not doing the right things. I'm obviously not. If I were, then I'd be, I'd be extracting out of life what I want, you know? And maybe, maybe I'm just being cowardly. Okay, so this is Conor McGregor. I mean, there has been some news that he's been involved with, like, trafficking or something. So don't take this as, like, me supporting him. It was just, like, a very interesting photo that I saw, and I thought, let's paint this. I decided to do so on a whim. Looking at Pinterest right now. Sorry for the lack of stylus moving. A lot of AI slop on Pinterest. It's a damn shame. I'm glad you can't see my Pinterest right now. It's a lot, I don't know. A lot of bikini model. Maybe I don't remember saving that. I don't remember this. I don't remember. I mostly just save reference. Alright, there we go. Okay. Another thing. Oh, wait. Right, I've been playing Marvel Rivals. You know, maybe also that's probably. I should probably stop doing that for a while. I feel like you're not getting anything done. Like how do you expect to become like who you want to be if you're spending a lot of time playing Marvel Rivals? And it's like, yeah, but it's super fun. It really is. I can't help it. The game is addictive. It's like, I don't know. It's like I've never really been in this situation at all, but it's like being in a situationship with like a woman who you like her way more than she likes you, but and you want to be in a relationship with her, and like when you're with her, you see like, oh, she's like, future, wife, girlfriend, and basically she like when she looks at you, she thinks, oh, fun dates, like fun dates, good times, solid lay, cuddles, nothing more, and it's like that, it's like she doesn't exactly care for you the same way you care for her, but like you hope that out of sister, that the more time you spend with her, the more she'll take a shining to you. And it's like, I don't know. Or like that's not exactly a good example. I think it's like a drug. Video games are a drug. They're a dopaminergic way to spend your time. And whenever you like kill someone, when you completely just fucking one shot somebody as Hawkeye, or see someone step on one of your mines that you place as Penny Parker, it gives you like a rush. Like every time like I place an egg on the ground and Jeff, the little fucking land shark, that little piece of shit, little abomination of God and Darwinism, tries to, special, like basically like uses special on you and your team, and you still place the eggs and all the mines are there. Like the moment like he tries, all the mines go off and you're saved, and you can't help but just laugh as you see his like lifeless ragdoll model hit the floor. Oh man, God, that a feeling like no other. And if you can tell, I really fucking hate Jeff. That motherfucker like has ruined games for me. Like every time, it's like every time he manages to basically just get you and your team, and he manages to like jump off the map with you still inside his mouth, it's just like you just can't help but just rage. It's like, I hate like, and the one character who I hate more than Jeff the Land Shark is Iron Fist, and not Danny Rand. Although I do hope they put in Danny Rand later on in the game. That'd be pretty cool. Put in Legacy. Put in Danny Rand, please. But one thing, oh wait, hold on. Yeah. Lin Lei, the Chinese one. Oh man, it's like I hate that guy. It's like, motherfucker. It's like I can't escape him. I can't. Even as Iron Man, Like, even while you're in the fucking air, like, he will find a way. He will find a way to punish you. Oh man, not to mention, it's like, you know what the worst part of like Marvel Rivals is? It's like when you're put in like a team and they're like pretty new to the game and they're all bad and it's like, god damn it. It's like you have to carry everything. You have to carry them. Because I've been doing that in like quick play. I don't want to go in a ranked. I feel like I don't know. I'm employed. I have a job. Like if I go into ranked, that means I have to basically commit myself to a game, and I don't want to do that because I have too much to lose. I'm more of a casual guy. I'm more of a quick game guy, quick play guy, and even then, it's like the funniest part. It's like when I'm in quick play, shit gets serious for me. It's like, god damn it, I want to win. What are you guys doing? We almost had it. We almost had it. Cause like I don't know. It's like even like if you're gonna play something casually, like might as well just like try like beat. It's like when you play basketball casually, you still want to win, right? You still want to like basically kind of like improve your skill and like like have fun while doing it. And it's I don't know what I'm saying. Marvel Rivals is fun and addictive, and I can't play it because if I do, then I will go to get carried away and when I get carried away, I'll take more time than I'm used to. And then when I finally get off the computer, it's like 5 in the morning, and then I have a couple hours of sleep. And like, as a person who is trying to become a sub-para, like you can't do that. Like you have to wake up you have to go to bed considerably early, like around actually quite I think like in 2 hours probably. Like 11, maybe at the 11 at the latest. Because at some point, you're gonna have to wake up early. You're gonna have to wake up early, possibly 6, and that's when you like go to work. I hope maybe I can use the fire in my ass to motivate me. Also, I've seen some good reference on Pinterest. Maybe I can live stream some Marvel 5 Rivals fan art. Why not? Marvel Rivals is already becoming a big in its short time of existence, Marvel Rivals has basically just become a video game with a very stable fan base. And I think I've had a decent enough history with fan art. I think I did drop off my Warhammer fan art in say a Warhammer subreddit, and it got decently a decent amount of attention. I got 100 upvotes on Reddit, and it's I know it's Reddit, but fuck it. Any attention is better than no attention, especially if you're an artist. Maybe I could make some Psylocke, Shang-Chi, or Penny Parker fan art. Drop it off a subreddit, and then then just have that circulate, and maybe, that could be good for me. Maybe I can live stream it with some friends. I mean, I'm not sure what that would do for me, but it'd be a portfolio piece. And I don't really finish most of those. And I recently kind of figured out a very different method for painting. I've been using Krita, and they have this chrome brush. Dave Raposa uses it all the time. It looks pretty cool. That'd be something I'd be into doing. After this, I think I want to go ahead and just finish my comic. Because at this point, it's almost done. I have a 12-page limit for it. I mean, it's based off of Dragon Ball Z. It's a fan comic, so no one's gonna hey, I'm gonna have to drop it off at a DBZ subreddit or Dragon Ball subreddit, but. But in the end, it's it is what it is. I'd like to do something new. I'd like to join a workshop. Something from Brainstorm Academy. In the end, it's who the fuck cares? At that point, I think maybe later on in the year. I also would like to have a iPad, so I can bring my stuff with me. I don't care. My sister and my dad doesn't want me to do that, but I don't care. It's half the places I've been dragged to. I don't really want to be there anyway. Then again, I don't know. Maybe I should get my driver's license. I need to move forward as an adult. And it's how can I be a self-sustaining adult if I can't even if I don't even learn to drive? I feel like that's something I need to learn. How much does it cost to get your license? I also would like to study on travel on my own. Maybe get a rental car. I don't want to burn through my savings though. See, this is why I wanted the sub-parent job. Yeah, I'm not gonna it's not the job that I want, but I at least get to schedule my own time with the fucking sub-para job. And even then, the day ends at 2. I don't know. I think maybe before 10:30, I could show off some of my line art. This is my paint stuff. I haven't finished the other part down here. This is essentially just I'm kind of going off of I'm using more of a sketchbook method. This artist, he did a concept art for Ghost of Tsushima, and basically it's sorry. sorry. I'm sorry. Fucking I'm fucking sorry. A lot of I'm looking for you know what, there's something I do want to try though. There's this guy called Mitch Morehouser. His stuff is really good. There's also this other guy, Raul Lyra. His stuff is amazing too. I think he's done like stuff for like the new indie game, Forever Winter. I want to play that thing. Like I know I'm starting to have a video game problem immediately. But I don't know. Like if I get some money and if I can like, I don't know, it's like, if I could just get some money and buy that game, like during like a break, during like a time where I could just permit myself to be a fucking bum. It's like, hey, I earned it. I'm bad. You know, I earned it. I'm a strong, independent woman. I can be bad. You know. Yeah, but you know, fuck it. You know, I'm sorry. I keep on speaking in tangents. This is a problem that I have when it comes to communicating. Okay, so this, I'm not gonna show you this. I could show you this. Maybe I could just. I'm sorry. There it is. There's the sugar. This is what Mitch Morehouser does on his Procreate or an iPad. And it's like, god damn. If I'm as good as you, all I need to do is just send motherfuckers my portfolio and they're like, you're in. You're hired. Please, take our money. Please. We don't care who you are, we just want you. People will be lining up to give me work. Covers, concepts, whatever, man. You know, and Raul, I need some water. I need to refocus myself. Because so far I'm speaking too much. I'm off topic. Give me a second. You know, sorry. Mitch Morehouser is a concept artist, and basically he's done a lot of a lot of work. I think he's a senior concept artist, and he's done some work for Sucker Punch, Ghost of Tsushima. You know, he's done some sci-fi, some sci-fi for Kabam. You know, he's done a lot of things. I'm just saying he's done a lot of things, but like basically his line work, his painting, it's really good. And recently I've been like looking at his doodles, and I'm just impressed. It's just amazing. If I could just get to where he's at, if I can get good like him, like, you know, I'd be undeniable. I'd finally be at that hilltop. But, or I could just get work, and then I could just ditch and be the person I want to be. I don't know. So far, I'm not saying that I haven't been unhappy for a long time, but you know, it's like, I think recently at my job, like I've been getting like so many, like, you know, so many talks of like, you know, my job, and like I need to get something better from my parents. I need to find something better, and it's like, yeah, I think the first time that my parents like came down on me like this was like the first year. I've been barely past my first year of working this job, and it's like, you know, and it's like they're immediately like, when are you gonna get a better job? When are you gonna get a better job? And it's like, god damn, I'm just trying to eat some fucking lunch. Like, god damn, can I eat? Can I just fucking eat? It hasn't even been like the first year, and you're already kind of like, you know, talking to me like I'm like a working at McDonald's. I know that you know, at the job, I know that it's not like a 6-figure job, or like a job that pays more, or a job that I can like support a family on. But you know, it's like, what this like, it's not my fault that the job market is dog shit. Okay, like what? So far, like I've been like, you know, like I went to art college, and by the way, huge waste of time. You could, like, if you want to be an artist, like there's so many online shops, online classes you can go to. You don't really need that, or like better yet, go to the fucking arts. Go to a local art students league, if you have one in your town. But you know, it's I went there. I've been given false promises, and what I've been given was, you know, like I've been promised a career, and now what I've received was student debt and a shit job market. You know, this is what I've been doing, and I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. And it's like, I don't know, just get the fuck off my ass, please. Just if you could just get off me, let me enjoy the food that you made. That'd be nice. But nope. I know that like my parents will like want something better for me, but it's like, god damn, it's like, it takes time, you know. I'm still, you know, I'm still relatively young. I mean, granted, I'm like 5 years old, 5 years away from being 30, but still, I'm kind of young-ish, you know. Give me a break, please. You know. I don't know. I wonder if I gotta finish it. I gotta finish my comic. Then I gotta finish the fan comic. Then I gotta get more Bristol. I need to get a lot more Bristol boards. I need to get more Bristol boards, and I need to hoard it. Because paper is cheap. No, paper is because pistol board's expensive. $20 per pack. That's wild. It's bullshit. I want to hoard it. I've also been looking at like some 80s sci-fi Japanese artists. Their shit's really cool. It kind of reminds me of this one artist who reminds me of like the of Juan Jimenez, who did the Meta Barons. I love the Meta Barons. I honestly kind of love the works of like Jodorowsky. I think his work, it really kind of like it incorporates Jungian psychology and spirituality in a way that I've never really seen before, and that's something that's like that I enjoy very much. I mean, I feel like, you know, when it comes to thinkers or psychologists in society, I feel like Jung is kind of like the unsung hero of them all. Like, of course, you have like, you know, like Nietzsche, or like maybe like, I don't know, Freud or something, but like I feel like Carl Jung is like, he's like Nietzsche but better, because like you can say whatever you want about Jung, but in the end Jung didn't die. Like before Jung died, like he didn't go fucking crazy. He didn't call himself like Zarathustra, Dionysus. He didn't call himself fucking Dionysus all the time. Like, he kind of like lost his mind at the end of his life, which was like, you know, of course, I mean, not that I have anything against like anything he has to say, except for the whole God is dead part. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like what Jung had over Nietzsche was that he kind of like took religion seriously. It's like Nietzsche kind of like looked down on religion and called it kind of like a slave morality, and basically just, you know, I don't know, maybe I could have like looked at, you know, Nietzsche wrong, but basically like Jung kind of like looked at like religion and saw that it was kind of like a very useful psychotechnology to basically deal with like the brutality of the world. Because essentially, if you kind of like just, you know, if you basically take this worldview that basically societies have been living towards, or like or like, you know, it's been this psychotechnology that has basically affected the lives of like millions of people throughout like millennia for like in a very positive way. Like you take that away, and you know, the result that you get from that is not going to be a positive one for the most part. I mean, of course, there's some people who can, like, you know, who don't believe in God, and basically, like, you know, despite their lack of belief in a higher power, manage to live like decent lives. You know, okay, fine, you know, whatever floats your boat. Oh, fuck it, who cares? But for the most part, it's like this is something that like people, like, you know, it's like that's been very, like, you know, very important for people. And not to mention, it's like, even as human beings, we tend to basically, you know, have this very religious like instinct or like compulsion. It's like it's deep within us. Like, to be religious is to be human in some capacity. Like the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union kind of like, you know, the Soviet Union started to basically kind of like, you know, pop up. They kind of like, they didn't exactly look kindly to religion because they saw it as the opiate of the masses, and basically they kind of like threw religion away for the most part. But basically, like, despite like
despite like their lack of belief in a God and their willingness to basically lift up the working class,
they were still very, very corrupt. And that corruption led to the deaths of like a lot of people. And some of these deaths were pretty gruesome. So it's like, in the end, if we don't have God, we'll just replace him with the state. And the Russians have done that, and look look where that got them. Now, I don't know, maybe that's like a bit, I'm not sure if I'm talking out my ass, because basically, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of right? This is historically relevant. Like, Young basically had this very positive view of religion, or like, not as hostile view towards it. And I feel like, Young still manages to have some, like, he has a worldview that makes the human condition more manageable and more, positive. Like, we're not just these like meat machines that are, that are here for the specific purpose of procreation. It's kind of like this left-brained reasoning that, it's like love is basically kind of like just a function, like basically just it's this chemical reaction in our brain that drives us to mate. And when it's gone, you immediately move on to another person. So, it's like, what is love really? It's just, they kind of like reduce things, and that's what, it's kind of depressing, isn't it? It's not exactly kind of like, it's kind of lame. It's like, is that what your worldview is? Is that what you think when you're like with your family in the holidays? It's like, it's just, that it's just all just like meat and chemicals, and nothing really matters, and we're all just dead particles bouncing off of each other in a cold, purposeless universe. That doesn't sound, I don't know, I wouldn't want to live in that world. It's like, at this point, why am I here? It's like, why make things better if it's just purposeless? At this point, I'd just, I'd be like Stan from like that one episode. I think there's like this one episode of American Dad where Stan took Steve to mass, and Steve decided to, just like question everything in the Bible, and Stan's faith is basically stripped away from him, and that puts him on a very dark path. It's kind of funny, because like basically it's you see this funny montage of him like basically going further into debauchery, and the deeper he gets, the more unhappy he is. And there's like this scene where basically like Sue goes down to the basement, and he's kind of like taking photos of like an orgy, and Sue shoos him away. No, with Francine, not Sue. Francine shoos him away, and Stan's like, "Oh, you scared away suck boy Tony," and it's like, I feel like that'd be me. It's like, why not? Just it's like, you're here for a short amount of time. Just screw around. Just get your dough. Just do whatever you can just to get that next dopamine high. Nothing matters. We're dead machines in a rock orbiting a sun, a fart, and a void. Love isn't real. Life doesn't matter. Who cares? It's all meaningless. That be my, like, if that were true, that'd be my mindset. Man. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true. That'd be my mindset. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I believe that we're much more than just these meat machines. You know? That's just me rambling. But back to Young. I I became very interested in him in college. I want to be. I want to like learn more about him, but I have like shitty ADD. I feel like a lot of Young is in Berserk, and it's like I'd like to integrate Young into as many of my projects as I possibly can. Maybe I can contact an old buddy from college. I don't know. Fabian, old buddy. Fabian is a project lead for an animation studio, and that's good. Meanwhile, I'm still stuck. I know comparison's thief of joy, but at this point, I don't know. Maybe I can ask him if there are any job positions open, but I don't know. Like, I haven't had time to basically update my portfolio. I'm not really sure what I have. Maybe I can. Wasting time again. I'm wasting time again. Alright. Where is it? Ah, fuck. karate girls looking. Good. We're just gonna... It's been a while since I've ever done this. I don't know. Recently I've been going to streams and asking others for advice. I don't know, it's like they're professionals and they're different professionals, and it seems like they know what they're doing, and they're finally doing something they love doing, and it's like I'm still over here working with kids, and I want to learn what they did to get to their place. It's like right now I'm over here and I'm feeling very incompetent, and I don't know. I hope I can. I don't know. I don't want to get something out of these people. They're obviously very nice people, but like I don't know. It's like I want to do this for a living so bad, and I don't know. Maybe it's a personal problem because I don't really want to like be a burden to any of these people because they have their own lives to live, and if I become so dependent on their advice and become this weird thing, then that hurts. That's terrible for both of us. Because they have jobs to keep. I'm a nuisance. I don't want to be a nuisance. And I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to be positive. I should stay positive. But at the same time, it's like I'm going to be 30 in 5 years. 5 years passes. I only have a set number of decades in this life, and I'd rather be spending those decades being happy, traveling, not having that. I'd like to be. I think years later, I don't know. I'm not sure what my vision is when I'm 90. Quite frankly, I don't have one because maybe it's my fear of death and what happens after, but I think I do have an idea of like what I'm going to be like when I'm I think 30, like not 30, but I think 40. One thing I would like to do is basically I wake up, I take my kids to school. I wake up, next to my wife. We have breakfast. My wife goes off to her job that she likes. It could be social worker or therapist or whatever she does. And then basically I take my kids to school. I drop them off. And I tell my son, do your best, I tell my son to basically to list off 3 things that I want him to do. And basically he looks up at me and he says, okay, do my best, behave well, and if someone ever makes ever bothers my sister, makes her cry, or touches her in an inappropriate way, punch him in his throat. And then basically it's like, that's it. I high five him. He runs off with his little sister to class. I go back home and I work on I go to my PC or my draft table, get out an iPad, and get to work. That's like the life. That's something I like to do. And then when the clock strikes 2, you know, I pick up my kids. I do some grocery shopping. We go back home. My wife, their mom, comes home. I make dinner. We set the table, say our grace, and then we eat. They do their homework. They, I help them out with some of their homework. Then they watch TV or watch some streaming service or YouTube, whatever they do. And then when it's like 9, they brush their teeth, they go to bed. And then that's when me and my wife get to basically, curl up and watch TV together. And then when it's like 11 or 12, we go to bed. And that's a day. That's something I'd like to have my future look like. Just like I live a decent enough life with a wife and kids, and I managed to basically live that life, live that normal, decent life, and support myself in that decent life, doing something I love and care about. And that's something I want my future to look like. I'm trying to do enough. As much as I talk a big game about having lots of consequential sexual interactions with women of every race. I joke around like that. I mean, as much as I talk about that, and as much as I seem to want that, in the long run, I still want that. And I feel like, every year passes and I'm not close to that. And I think I'm not doing anything. There's something wrong here. And it's obviously my fault. I just don't know. Maybe I secretly know, but I'm too much of a pussy to basically just dust my feet off and be like, this is enough. Stop it. Grow the fuck up. Stop being a man-child. Do what you need to do. Okay? Make a portfolio. Contact people in specific studios. You went to a college. Use that to your advantage somewhat. Which I don't know how that fuck was holy. I don't know. I'm not sure how to reach that, and then it scares me because back in the day, it's I feel like that future was a given. Now it's not. I'm actually gonna have to work for that. And I don't know. Maybe I should keep the. Maybe I should keep the mentality of no one's gonna save my ass, so I have to save my ass. That's probably what's gonna save me in the end. No one's gonna save my ass, so I have to save my ass. No one's gonna help me get a job, my dream job, so I have to get my dream job. one's gonna give me that hypothetical future with my fake wife and 2 kids. I'm gonna have to go and get a fake and curvaceous wife and produce 2 kids with her. And I don't know. It's like, what race is the wife? I don't know. Probably a race that likes to save money. That's a good race. That's a good race to intermarry with. Someone who's like super cheap, like someone who like is okay with getting married, not having like a fancy location wedding. They're just like good with like a wedding that happens in a church basement. Then again, I don't know. It's like, what do you want? What do you want your what do you want your wedding to be like? It's like, I want a wedding in Paris. Best we can do is a church basement. You know, that'd be great. I don't want a location wedding. Too expensive. Also, what if all that for something that has a 50% chance of working out? That doesn't seem cool. It's like, will you be there for like all that for vows that most people don't even follow anymore? Will you be there for him in sickness and in health? Through thick and thin, will you be there for him? It's like, I do. And basically it's like, you know, we divorced because of financial reasons, or we divorced because she's been banging her coworker. And it's like, you know, it's like, what was that? What were these vows for now? And don't get me wrong, I do want to get married, but I want to get married to the right person. Because if I get married to the wrong person, here's what getting married to the wrong person gets you. It turns you into a jaded, misogynistic asshole. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like if you like, it's kind of like, you know, I understand why you got there. I understand like those things can be traumatic. Like, for example, like you see like a hardcore feminist who just fucking hates men, and like in the back of your mind, like you can see why she got there. It's like she gave her everything to a man who she loved, and you know, basically like sacrificed a lot. You know, probably like when the guy was employed, she probably was paying all the bills, getting groceries, was like staying at home, you know, like looking for a job, but never finding one, you know, looking, quote unquote. And then, you know, one day, you know, it's like, despite the hard times, she wants to basically kind of like, you know, still show that she loves him and that she cares for him. And so she decides, you know, I want to, you know, on our anniversary, I'm going to, you know, grab a cake, you know, show up early, and have a good time with my boyfriend. And she does that. And then she walks in on her boyfriend, cake in hand, banging, I don't know, banging her best friend, or banging her, you know, the neighbor lady. And then she sees that, and that basically just fucking destroys her. And it's like, of course you hate men, because, you know, because that happened. Like, who wouldn't hate men? Who wouldn't, you know, go through the same thing you're going through. You know? Of course the man like is a misogynistic asshole because of, what he's been through with his girlfriend. He's had like a terrible experience with her, and now that kind of like that's it, it's that's what happens. That's what happens when you marry the wrong person, and I'm afraid of that. But I don't know. Maybe that's why weddings are so important, because essentially it's kind of like, maybe it's kind of like saying, hey, you're worth the chance. 50-50. I'm doing this because I think you're worth it. I don't know. Then again, I haven't had a girlfriend. I hadn't lost my virginity. I have no reason or emotion, so you shouldn't be taking any of what I'm saying about like in a relationship seriously. I'm just speaking to nobody. No one's watching this. Oh, at 10:35. Well, this is what I have so far, the study session. I don't like what the karate girl's eye is doing over here.
Connection, opportunity,
Fuck.
possibility. It's what we all want.
I hate ads. Okay, so this has been the study stream. I think I might come back tomorrow. Or maybe like I can like do my best and like literally try to like schedule some stream dates for. No one's watching this. I'm doing this for discipline. But I don't know. Maybe like I won't. Maybe I can do something else, because like I could probably work on fucking. Yeah, here it is. I could probably work on this. This is a Battle Beast fan art that I've been working on. Used from Invincible. Or maybe I can work on Hellboy. I'm not sure. Maybe I can like work on some Marvel Rivals fan art. Because I do legitimately love the game. But doesn't matter, because I have a comic to work on